the Strikeforce World Heavyweight Champion, known as the Demolition Man,
staying, that's a challenge.
Alistair.
I am the champion. I have nothing to prove to anybody.
I'm Sensei Will Vanders. I'm here in Sofia with arguably the world's greatest stand-up and mixed martial artist, the man they call the Reem, Alistair Overeem. Alistair, thanks for taking the time out and giving this interview.
Thanks for having me.
You're world class in K1 and MMA. It's a question you must be asked all the time. Do you have a preference?
Well, I love both. But my preference would go down to MMA in the end. But I love K1 as well. There's been a great challenge for me. It's been a great achievement of winning the K1 GP of 2010. But I love MMA just slightly a little bit more. Well, I've been doing MMA all my life, and well, the next big challenge is lying in MMA.
So it's back to your roots. You've been really well accepted by the K1 fans.
Yeah.
Has their response really been as warm as we see it?
Yeah, it has been.
Well, that's great. Alistair, MMA is growing in Europe. You've seen it worldwide. How do you compare the rise in MMA at the moment to that you've seen in the States?
Well, it's getting bigger all the time. I would have to say that in the States it's really becoming mainstream. That trend we do not see in Europe yet. But it is going in the right direction, and yeah, you know, it's just waiting for a couple of television deals happening, a couple more shows. Perhaps even the UFC expanding a little bit more into to Europe, or maybe perhaps Strikeforce going to do a couple of shows, I perceive. So it's heading in the right direction, and if it goes mainstream, it's going to go crazy.
Well, we hope so. You've had a lot of tough bouts. You've taken on the world's greatest fighters and disposed of them. I mean, you're a demolition man. If you had to think, it's a difficult question to answer because there's probably not one, but which have been the hardest fights in your career so far?
Well, the ones you win, it's not that hard, but the ones you lose. Because I can tell you all of my fights which I lost has been due to mental overload on some sort or another. Yeah. There were too much things on my mind. 2007, 2006, 2007 was a bad year. Mental overload, my mother had cancer, there were some other problems in my life, personal problems. And then what you see is you're not only fighting an opponent, but you're fighting yourself.
Sure.
And I find these fights the most hard.
Yeah, that's a wonderful...
Fighting two guys at the same time.
That's a wonderful insight into the mind of a fighter at the top of his game, because people don't realise that the energy required and the ability to focus is absolutely huge.
Yeah, it's very important.
You've been a guest at the WFC promotions in Slovenia. I've also been and commented, I've seen their fantastic events they've put on. Do you think that there's room for WFC to grow, and do you think that they could become a major player in Europe at some stage?
Well, I don't see why not. I mean, I've seen the level of their shows, I've seen the participants. There's great potential, and I don't see any reason why they couldn't grow any bigger.
Alistair, fight sport gets a lot of bad press, and you are a legend in so much as you've made history. You are the only fighter in combat sports to hold a world title in both MMA and in K1. A lot of young people look up to you. A lot of young fighters aspire to carry themselves with the same dignity, deportment and Budo spirit. Do you have anything to say to those young people who look to you, Alistair?
Well, I do have a message. There is a key to success in life. It's basically very simple. If you think clearly, you can already think about it yourself. I would call the three ingredients are work hard, stay focused, if it's your job or if it's your sport, find something you like, which comes easy to you, which you have like a talent for. Then secondly is surround yourself with good people, honest people, people who have the same mentality that you are, work hard mentality, and don't hang out with bad people. Bad people, explain a little bit, bad people who use drugs, who use alcohol, who use steroids, bad people who lie, bad people who are not focused, or
going to lead you astray.
Exactly. So you want to surround yourself with good people, people you can trust. And then thirdly is always keep developing yourself. If that is in the gym, learn new techniques, new strategies, or read a good book. You know, there's some spiritual books which will really open up your mind. The thing is always keep developing yourself. I think these three things, if you keep that, if you keep those three things good together, you're gonna have a good life.
That's fantastic advice for all fight fans watching. The defending Strikeforce champion, the interim Dream champion, the World K1 Grand Prix champion. He is the Reem, he is Alistair Overeem, and you can get all the information or anything that you need to know about the champion on his website. And can you give me the website address, Alistair?
www.alistair.com.
Be there or be square. I'm Sensei Will Vanders. Oos.